What's the most important lesson we can learn from Bhagavad-gita? Okay, why don't we ask, who asked this question? Not here. Okay, let's pass the mic around and let's see what all of you think. Don't give a lecture, just give a short idea. Anyone? Who's holding the mic? You say first of all.
Hare Krishna. I think one of the most important lessons is you're not the body, you're the soul.
Okay. Anyone else? Any Brahmins here? Do we have any Brahmin devotees? They should know. Jnanam, Vijnanam. They're supposed to be knowledgeable and realize.
Sarvedam parityaja mamekam sharanam vacha ham tam sarva papebhyo moksha shami masuchar. Abandon all varieties of religion and surrender unto me.
I shall deliver you from
all sinful reactions of fear. Yeah.
Anyone else?
Dehinosmin yada dehi kaumaram yamananjara.
Okay, you're not the body, that's already been mentioned, so we have 2 votes for you're not the body.
Always think of Krishna.
Yeah, Krishna says several times in Gita. Most famously at the end, Manmana Bhakta, always think of me, become my dear. Shamananda, do you want to tell us? You're going to say the same thing. Okay, let's pass it over to the ladies. Mangi Patavya Pashritya, Yipi Siut Papiryoneha, Sriyo Vaishastata Shutras, Tepi Hampi Paramatim. That's a verse for the ladies.
Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. These are all teachings from Bhagavad-gita. Anyone else?
Think of me and fight for me at the same time.
Think of me and fight for me. Mamanusmara yudhyacha.
I was thinking of like one of Prabhupada's purports. They always mention how devotional service is the only means for obtaining Krishna.
Right, devotional services. Any other suggestions?
If you offer a flower or a fruit, water or leaf with love and devotion, I will accept it.
Okay, these are all important instructions, aren't they? So what's the most important of them all? Is this some way to avoid reading the whole book? And instead of going through the whole course in the college, you just get I know in India they sell the notes for the course, and then you don't study the whole thing. But Krishna spoke the whole thing. At the end of Gita, Krishna says, actually says it several times throughout Gita, now I'm going to give you better knowledge. He says it several times. But at the end, the last time he says it, that's got to be the best of the best. Now I'm going to give you best of the knowledge. Shunu me paramam vacha. Now listen to my topmost instruction, which is manmana bhava madbhaktaha madhyaji manamaskuru mame vaishasi satyante pratijane priyosime savadhaman paridyaja mame kam sharanam raja hung tva sarva papebhyo moksha yashami masucha. Krishna tells Arjuna, always think of me, become my devotee, worship me, bow down to me. In this way you will surely come to me. I promise you this because you are my devotee and my very dear friend. Because you're my very dear friend. Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear. So there we have that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That's already established prior to this, but it can be inferred from this also, that we should perform devotional service. But Krishna didn't speak this at the beginning of Bhagavad-gita. If we don't accept that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, as is established prior to this, then we won't be ready to hear that we should surrender to Krishna. We should always think of Krishna. And even if we do, we may wonder why. So we have to know that Krishna is supreme. But then we also have to know the first thing that Krishna taught is we're not the body. So the most important thing to learn, it may be different for different people. Srila Prabhupada, when preaching in the West especially, would very often, first of all, try to impress upon people that they're not the body, that they're eternal spiritual beings. So that's most important thing for them to learn. What's the most important thing if you're going to learn physics? Well, I don't know, but the most famous equation, E equals mc squared, you could say that's the highest understanding in the whole field of physics. But you're not going to, first of all, you have to understand 1 + 1 = 2, 2 + 2 = 4, 2 × 3 = 6. And then you have to have a good whole, you have to go through a lot of stuff before you can even begin to understand E = mc squared. Did anyone here understand it? Actually, E doesn't equal mc squared, but the numbers that the numbers that can be ascribed to a certain amount of energy and mass and the speed of light, which is supposed to be a constant, but that's also called into doubt. They should all work out to make the equation E = mc squared. But you can't, if mass, you can't literally multiply mass by the speed of light, what to speak of the speed of light squared. The speed of light squared is a numerical concept. But anyway, I'm making the point that whatever field of physics you get into, or biology you get into, or whatever subject you get into, you need some basic training first of all. So what's the first thing we need to learn from Bhagavad-gita? Most important lesson? Well, in the beginning it's to learn that we're not the body. As we advance more and more, we can come up to the level of always thinking of Krishna, or understanding that this is the topmost instruction. But if we try to teach the topmost instruction to people who are not prepared for that, then their grasp of it is not going to be strong. They may take, we worship Krishna. We're Hindus and we worship Krishna, and we also worship Shiva and Kali and Sai Baba, and we're Hindus. So they may accept, we accept Bhagavad-gita, but they don't understand it. So another way we could say the most important lesson is tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshana. We have to understand the teachings of Bhagavad-gita from a guru by submission, service, and relevant inquiries. We have to learn how to learn. If we simply read, we can learn so many verses. But actually understanding and grasping the essence, well, that brings us right through to the next question.